fact that Turkey, which has championed the rights of Jamal Khashoggi's family to know the truth, has talked about the criminality of murdering a journalist, Turkey also happens to be the country that is the world's leader in imprisoning journalists.
Where are you getting your figures from?
Do you see that?
Where are you getting your figures
the Committee
from?
to Protect Journalists, one of the most respected international organisations working on behalf of the safety of journalists.
I've actually looked at a lot of figures from different organisations, including Amnesty, and the numbers actually contradict each other. Also, in those numbers, we have found out that they have included people who were arrested way back in the 90s for order.
I think in Amnesty there was like, Borders, another respected organisation protecting journalists around the world, says that right now, currently, there are around 150. I mean, you're the senior advisor to the President. Yeah. If you cared about this, you might go and look at the figures yourself. So what is the figure you're going to give me? Because we can then match it against what the independent international investigators are saying.
There are no journalists imprisoned.
Dozens of journalists in prison, but all of them are in prison for reasons entirely unconnected to their professional lives.
Yes.
And you expect me and the international community to believe that? So much other evidence suggesting that your government is declared some sort of a war on civil society. You're an academic before you were hired by the President to work for him. You know better than anyone that hundreds and hundreds of academics, intellectuals have been put in prison.
Is that the number you're giving us now?
Well, if you want, I'll give you the figure that all the human rights organisations gives, which is that over 100,000 civilians have been imprisoned for their political beliefs.
Okay.
Read to you an extraordinary letter that was published by a former academic colleague of yours, Florian B. He says, directed to you personally, somebody that you know. He says, you have become an apologist for an authoritarian regime. I cannot remain silent as you advise, promote and defend. Erdogan's government has dismissed thousands of your fellow academics. It's your career on the back of massive human rights violations, and it is unforgivable. Signed by your former